Have you ever wondered why some buildings use much more energy than others, even when they look almost identical? Buildings are one of the largest sources of green gas emission, and in Canada, reaching our climate goals depends heavily on how we improve those buildings. Most of the buildings that will exist in 2050 are already standing today. That means the real challenge is retrofitting them, improving insulation, heating systems, and other technologies so they use less energy. But deciding which buildings to retrofit and how is surprisingly difficult. Cities rely on digital simulation called urban building energy models to estimate how buildings across a city use energy. The problem is that these models simplify buildings too much. They often treat each building like a single box of energy use. But buildings are more complex than that. Different floors behave differently, and even nearby buildings can affect each other through shading and heat. When those details are missed, the models become less accurate, and the decisions based on them become less reliable. My research aims to improve how we model buildings at the scale of entire city. I'm developing a method called adaptive thermal zoning, which automatically identifies how different parts of the building should be represented in the simulation. To do this, I use artificial intelligence, specifically a technique called graph neural network, to capture how heat and energy move within buildings and between neighboring buildings. But this research is not just about better simulation. It is about better decisions. So I will develop a tool that helps cities identify which buildings should be prioritized for retrofits, connect those upgrades with financial incentives, and measure both energy savings and carbon impacts. By improving how we model urban energy systems, this research can help cities plan smarter retrofits, reduce emission faster, and move closer to net zero. Because building a sustainable future is not only about designing new green buildings, it is about understanding and transforming the buildings we already have.